Schism! And Realism and Naturalism by Andrew the Alleged Perkins and Ryan Legault.
Romanticism was an artistic, literary, and intellectual movement that originated in Europe towards the end of the 18th century. It was a partial reaction to the Industrial Revolution. It also was a revolt against the aristocratic social and political norms of the Age of Enlightenment. It prized intuition and emotion over Enlightenment rationalism.
Realism in art and literature refers to the attempt to represent familiar and everyday people and situations in an accurate, unidealized manner. More specifically, the term realism refers to a literary and artistic movement of the late 1800s and early 1900s. This movement was a reaction against Romanticism, which presented the world in much more idealized terms. It's already been explained to you!
Naturalism in literature was a branch of realism that began from 1865 to 1900. It portrayed common values of an ordinary individual.
Mary Shelley, born in 1797, was an English novelist who was best known for her Gothic novel Frankenstein. John Keats, born in 1795, was an English romantic and naturalist poet, and despite his early death, is still one of the most famous poets of all time. Mary Ann Evans, born in 1819, went under the pen name George Eliot. Her works focus on realistic and psychological themes. Henrik Ibsen, born in 1828, was arguably the most famous playwright since Shakespeare. He was a realist director and founded modernist theater. Jack London was born in 1876 and was a famous author and pioneer, a naturalist writer most famous for The Call of the Wild. Romanticism began in the mid-1800s, a style of literature focused on expression and emotional viewpoints.
Realism followed in the early 1900s and was completely polarized, focusing instead on unbiased and idealistic views and themes.
Naturalism is a branch of realism that focuses on nature, animals, and biology, and presents a picturesque view of the world from a literary perspective.
Most of the writers who started these new literary trends were born in England, and these British styles continue to influence modern works as well.
These different types of expression were not limited to literature. There were also lasting styles that were parts of other mediums, such as art and philosophy. Would Aaron Lee please stand up? Would you all kindly please stand up? Please clap on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.